My plea to the President, it's been to Secretary Hagel and others, is that we facilitate vetted opposition to help to degrade Assad's capability to use chemical weapons. We obviously have power that nobody else has, but the opposition in Syria has the power. If we facilitate them having this power, if we provide the weapons or have others provide certain key weapons, including anti-tank capability, to go after the Syrian military that use the chemical weapons, to go after the artillery, to go after the rocket launchers, to go after the tanks which protected those weapons that were used to deliver the chemicals. And so I think it's critically important that the Syrians be helped to fight for themselves. They are fighting for themselves. They're dying, trying to get rid of Assad. But what we have not yet done is facilitated the delivery to vetted Syrian opposition of weapon systems, including anti-tank weapons, which can take on Assad's tanks, take on his artillery, take on his rocket launchers, which delivered those chemical weapons. The opposition is willing to do this. They are fighting right inside Damascus, but they have not yet been provided with certain capabilities, including anti-tank capabilities. Remember, there were military vehicles that helped the attack on using the chemical weapons. There were Syrian army military vehicles involved in that attack. Obviously, artillery and rockets were used in that attack. It's going to be very difficult for our cruise missiles to go after those particular components of the Syrian chemical capability. It will be much easier for the Syrian opposition, providing they're vetted, and we can trust them to be provided the capabilities, anti-tank capabilities, and greater capabilities in terms of their other weapons to go after Assad's chemical delivery system. So, yes, I believe we must act, but it is very important that we succeed and that our action be effective. And that's going to require a number of things in addition to what I just taught. It's going to require members of the international community, including a number of Arab nations, to be standing there with us, flying there with us, and actually participating with us when this action is taken. It's very important that the Congress support this action. That will make a great difference as well.
Are you satisfied that among the opposition, as there have been concerns stated, there are no links to Al-Qaeda and other groups, that when we provide these weapons, they wouldn't get in the hands of those people that would turn them on us?
We must take that care to make sure that these weapons are not turned on us. But anti-tank weapons cannot be turned on us. They only can be turned on Assad's tanks. I don't know of any target for an anti-tank weapon other than Assad's tanks. Now, there are other kinds of capabilities where it's going to be much more essential that we take the precautions to be sure that they will not fall into the wrong hands. That's why the word vetted in front of opposition is just as important as the word opposition. But I am confident that at least some of these weapons cannot be used for any purpose except going after those tanks. Remember, those tanks protected the artillery, protected the rockets that were used to deliver the chemical weapons, so that if we do facilitate these kind of capabilities in the hands of vetted Syrian opposition, we are directly linking this response to the use of chemical weapons. That's been very important to the President, and it will, I believe, be helpful to do that. But it's also important to the American people to see that it is not us that will be acting alone. We will be acting with allies. We will be acting with a number of Arab nations. We've been assured that this morning. And we will hopefully be acting with the support of Congress. It's very important to the success and effectiveness of this mission.
Mr. Chairman of the Armed Services Committee, are you satisfied that this can be done with almost no risk to any U.S. forces?
I can't. I think this will be there'll be no boots on the ground. That's obvious. There's always risk to U.S. forces. U.S. forces delivery, even if it's at a distance, cruise missiles or other kinds of capabilities. But the risk risk is very, very slight. There's going to be a limited duration to this attack, but what needs to be unlimited is support for the efforts of vetted Syrian opposition. Now, I should say unlimited. Obviously, there's certain kinds of capabilities we're not going to provide, like nuclear weapons, so I shouldn't use the word unlimited. But what's got to be far more robust is our support for the Syrian opposition. And I believe that's going to happen. And I know that Senator McCain, Senator Graham were after similar assurances of robust support. I'm confident after being in the Oval Office with the President this morning and the Vice President and others that we are going to make more robust our support for the Syrian opposition is vetted, to make it clear to the American people and to Assad that this is not just some strike from the United States of limited duration, but this is support for the majority of the Syrian people who are willing to take him on. Okay?
Thank you, sir.